What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe. Don't miss out on another video or stream, whatever you guys like. Unboxings, gaming, reviews, all that good stuff on here. I'm here with my boy Brian. Yo, Brian, you there?
What's up?
So here we're gonna be doing like a little back and forth discussion. It's gonna be, kind of like a podcast, if you will, and we're gonna be covering WWE Network moving to Peacock. Now, Brian didn't know that this was the theme of the video because Brian, I want to get your initial reaction. Breaking news: WWE Network is moving on to NBC's app called Peacock in March. Like everything, all the footage, all the pay-per-views, everything that we're used to seeing on WWE Network, you now have to see it on the Peacock app. How do you feel?
I think it's a pretty good move, bro. The WWE Network, it was from the minute they announced it, it was super limited,
Yeah.
and then it just adds more value. And as far as the Peacock, they literally had like nothing to offer besides like that Saved by the Bell reboot.
Yeah, they're working on a
And
couple to their defense. They have that in the works. Multiple seasons on that, and they have other shows that are being worked on for Peacock. And then they just brought over The Office. But you're totally right. They haven't really offered that premium content that that to compete against Netflix, and then now Disney Plus. That's a big player in the streaming industry amongst other ones. They just didn't have that flair, that deep content, if you will. And I think that I agree with you. I think it's a good move for the general consumer because when WWE announced network, they said they were going to put WWE movies on there, that they were going to work with like 20th Century Fox and other studios like Lionsgate or whatever, and that they were going to develop these WWE movies and put them on the app. We never got to see any of those movies on the app. They actually only put wrestling content on there. So the fact that now we're going to get wrestling and some TV shows and, some movies and stuff mixed in with all that, I think that as a consumer, you have to be kind of happy if they don't jack up the price here, because as of right now, Peacock, you could watch some content for free with ads, and then I think the base structure is at $5, where you could watch shows with ads like Hulu, and then you could do the premium like Hulu, but the premium for Peacock is $10. So that's how much the WWE Network is right now. You pay $10 for WWE and you get WWE content. Now you're going to be paying $10 for Peacock, and you're going to get additional content with WWE coming into that fold. So you're ultimately happy. You don't think that this is a bad thing for WWE, Brian?
yeah, I think
Oh.
yeah, I think it's fucking great, dude. It's still not like one of those home runs like HBO Max that's like just buying up everybody. Friends and new movie releases like HBO Max like
They're starting to become big players in the game.
yeah, they took off faster than Netflix. They took off faster than Disney
Disney.
Plus, because
Yeah.
Disney Plus has been over a year, and just now they're starting to get a little
Now.
bit worth it.
I agree. I agree.
HBO Max from the gate,
Yeah.
boom. Oh, we have Wonder Woman Day One. We have whatever and all that stuff,
Godzilla's coming
whatever.
now.
And yeah, Godzilla and WWE Network's been around longer than all these people, and they haven't really been making
Yeah, like they
you
haven't been
know
adding more than just the wrestling stuff. Well, to their credit, they have added like some indie stuff here and there, and they've tried doing new original shows. But you're right, they haven't added like they said, more TV shows or movies or whatnot. They've really, kind of stayed away from adding that type of content. And I think that as far as content goes, teaming up with NBC and Peacock and all that, I think it works well for them. But you know what I'm worried about, Brian? When WWE Network was first created and they went away from actually doing the pay-per-views, where you would pay like, I don't know, like $70 to order a pay-per-view. There's still some pay-per-views that you could do that, where you just literally pay for WrestleMania or literally pay for Royal Rumble. But not every pay-per-view is like that anymore. Nowadays, like Extreme Rules and all these shows, they just go straight to WWE Network, and it's live and available right then and there. I'm a little worried for the industry. How is this gonna make it valuable for them? Because with this, I think, from my understanding, is that NBC, Comcast, Universal, whatever, they just pay WWE to have their content on their app. Isn't that how it works? Like they did a partnership WWE said
Yeah,
they.
but the thing is like at least in this relationship, it doesn't look like one like one has power over the other because they both needed each other equally.
I I think and on that, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I'm worried about the wrestlers. You know, like the reason why we would get guys like The Rock to show up, or Brock Lesnar, or just any one, any old legend or one timer that would come back for like a specific event. I think that it's really crazy, to join forces with Peacock now. How do they make money off of this? Is because WWE is gonna get paid off of just one deal here. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's like a yearly contract.
What? Huh, you saying how does Peacock get paid?
No, how do the wrestlers benefit from this?
Well, the wrestlers, well, what I think is probably Peacock probably bought out, right? The WWE Network, right? So
Yeah,
they own
this.
the network, right?
Yeah,
And then there had to be like a big ass cash payout for that. And then as far as the $10 subscriptions, they go to Peacock. So that's how Peacock benefits, right?
yeah, that's their
So like,
benefit. Yeah, WWE's
I mean,
benefit is that
it's not.
they have a home for their content now.
Yeah, so I don't think WWE is making that much money off the network regardless.
Yeah, that could be true. What I'm worried about here is more. Well, like I said, as a consumer, this is good news. But as a fan of these wrestlers, that they make, revenue off of these pay-per-view buys or whatever, that article that I read years ago, is starting to come full circle almost, because they said that the WWE Network wouldn't be sustainable because WWE used to make a large amount of money off of these pay-per-view orders, and that's how they used to pay their wrestlers like Brock Lesnar for making those special appearances. So I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know how this is a smart business move overall for WWE. I'm saying, and the wrestlers involved.
It's probably WWE cashing out, saying yeah, it was a failure, and then these niggas bought them out. Pretty much,
Yeah.
right?
So yeah, no. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I think that we don't know. We don't know all these details. You get me? Yo, Stunner, why is
Yeah.
your mic doing that? We're recording right now a podcast, and this man is here breathing.
I'm not breathing. I'm smoking my vape. You should have told me.
Oh my god. So
He's blowing smoke in your face.
yeah, basically. So
My bad.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know how I really. If you think wrestlers should be happy about this, that now they have new eyeballs watching, the more people are going to be tuning in. Maybe,
No,
hopefully.
man. I don't think I don't think
That's
it has nothing to do with new
that's
eyeballs
one
or
way to look
anything.
at it.
And I don't think it affects wrestlers as much as you think, man. It's not like WWE
Nah.
Network. Like, bro, you know WWE is a dictatorship. It's not like UFC or NFL or none of that shit. Like, you really think any money from the WWE Network was actually going to the wrestlers?
Well, no,
Like, they
no.
could care less.
UFC's a
About that.
dictatorship too, though. Don't include them in this.
No, but UFC, the fighters get paid off of like the gate and the pay-per-views and what they sell and stuff like that, though.
So yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's
WWE
more exposure.
WWE Network, all that shit goes to Vince McMahon, and the wrestlers get whatever he decides is fair.
Here's $1.
So like, yeah, exactly. So this whole network thing, or at least like the picture you're trying to paint, is like that's not the reality, man. Like they
No.
don't. Yeah, them network going to Peacock and all that shit, none of that shit matters.
No, well, I'm
They're
just
go-
bringing
they're
it up
gonna
more
get
as an
paid
argument, as like a
regardless.
question, because I'm a little confused here as how this may benefit, the people involved. Ultimately, this definitely benefits WWE overall, because I think that now the pressure of sustaining this streaming service is pretty much off their back. I don't think that they have to worry about it anymore. I think they're like they're back to just being WWE and providing content for networks at this point. Instead of
Yeah.
WWE providing content for networks and providing content for their own app.
Yeah, which is
Yep.
great. So it's a win.
So Vince McMahon wins here.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, for sure he wins.
Okay. And Stun, I asked Brian, how do you feel about this as a fan? Instead of paying $10 for WWE Network, you're paying $10 now for Peacock, and you get all that content plus the WWE stuff that
Really,
you were already getting.
You get 2 subscriptions for $10 basically.
For now, because
Or-
they could jack
yeah,
up the price.
I can see that happening. I could definitely see the
I could
price
see
going
them
up.
rising the price to at least $15, at least another $5.
But even still, that's fine. You know, like you said, my only question too was like, did they just give up on the network as a whole? Because they're wiping it out for the U.S. completely, and I'm like, damn.
No, yeah, yeah.
But
This deal means that the network no longer exists ultimately in the U.S.
but
for sure.
but on a lighter note, like you said, and like Brian was saying, it gives more exposure because now you can air commercials on NBC. You know,
Well,
all
yeah,
that. They could
that is
talk about
true.
it during football, so it's definitely gonna.
Well, because remember, USA Network is where Raw is at, so there's
Yep,
a
they could do it on there too.
no, but they already have that dialogue. Like, Peacock is part of NBC and Universal Comcast, so Comcast
Hmm.
owns USA Network, NBC, Peacock, all this. They're all the same family. So this
Right.
is just WWE doubling down with that network. And do you think that this may bother Fox because Fox invested a lot of money on SmackDown? Do you feel like they're getting ripped off now?
I don't think it has anything to do with Fox
No, no,
unless.
no, it doesn't. But do you think Fox
Oh
feels
no,
like maybe they're getting ripped off now?
nah.
Because remember,
They I
Fox
forgot
paid a
I forgot the
lot of money.
numbers.
Yeah, I forgot the
I
numbers
forgot
too,
the,
but they
the,
paid a
the
lot.
numbers, but I don't think so. But this really benefits Raw and NXT really because you know
Yeah, they
the
could go on
Peacock, like
Peacock
you
right
said.
away.
Yep. Hmm.
Honestly, I think what hurts the network too, that was gonna hurt Peacock, is the fact that like Raw and SmackDown can't be seen on the network.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only
Like I
thing.
think that's the dumbest thing ever. Like I
Yeah,
understand like you have contracts with Hulu and
yeah,
then like all
it's
these
a
other
Hulu.
places,
Yeah,
and like Fox, I don't know whatever. But it's really dumb that the WWE Network you can't keep up to date with
yeah, storylines.
current storylines on a paid subscription network. It's the dumbest thing ever, and
Well,
that's
I
always been
think
my knock about it. And they haven't addressed it, they haven't fixed it or nothing.
Well, I think now there's a chance, there's an opportunity here because I don't know if you know this, but like if you have the USA Network app, if you log on to the USA Network app through your through the
Yeah,
app,
you can watch Raw.
yeah, you can watch it just like Hulu the next day, and it's actually not like
Yeah.
Hulu because Hulu has it filtered and no commercials if you have that service, whereas on USA Network you gotta watch commercials and it's the full show. So now with Peacock, I think that there's a chance that at least Raw and NXT can go on there. What do you think? Do you think that that's the move, the next move for them?
That would be like the next best move. Why would? But isn't you Peacock just NBC?
No,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but
NBC Universal, right?
but they own
Well,
USA
how
Network.
they own USA?
Yeah, USA is part of Comcast, Universal, and NBC and all that. It's a like a partner company. It's like it's all under the same umbrella. Like ABC and ESPN is Disney.
Mm.
Let me see.
That would be smart if they did that.
Yeah, NBC Universal Television. They own it. USA Network is an American-based cable company owned by the NBC Universal Television and streaming division of NBC Universal, a subsidiary of Comcast. So yeah, Comcast owns all these
No,
people.
so the deal makes sense even more. They've been on USA Network for years, and USA was finally like, oh man, let's just make these niggas part of.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the Peacock, which I think this is more. This move is bigger for Peacock than it is for WWE.
I hate that name though.
I do hate the name.
Yeah. Name is crazy. Yeah.
This is stupid as hell.
Like so many jokes can fly with that name.
Yeah,
Like
Peacock.
imagine catch whatever you missed on Monday Night Raw, all the furious action on Peacock.
Hmm.
That does not sound intimidating at all. Oh man.
Wonder who came up with that damn name.
So ultimately, I guess to wrap it up, there's not really much else to cover here with this story. But to wrap it up, so wrestlers continue to get bamboozled here. They're not gonna make much more money than they were already making. That's
Yeah, this
we can all agree.
deal.
This
Yeah,
deal has nothing to do with
it
them.
has nothing to do with wrestlers at all, bro. And it was weird for anybody to even think that, even with their own content on YouTube, WWE wants a piece of that shit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
They say if any of them become TikTok stars, Vince McMahon's like, "Where's my cut?"
Yeah, because you're using my name. You're getting famous off of my brand.
So it's weird to even think that, oh yeah, maybe the wrestlers are gonna get a cut off the Peacock deal. But like, if it's just like we,
There ain't no we.
we.
This is me.
We ain't French. So, at the end of the day, who benefits the most from this deal, WWE or Peacock?
Hunter. No, I'm just like, I say Peacock.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Stunner?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Peacock as well, because it gives them a chance to make more money now. Like, not
Peacock,
only do they have these shows.
because wrestling fans are wrestling fans. Nobody, there's nobody in the world that doesn't have the WWE Network that loves wrestling and didn't have it, and they're like, oh shit, now I can watch Saved by the Bell. It makes it worth it.
Yeah, I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is just them automatically getting whoever's there already, and maybe other people
Yeah.
that want more value.
But-
Maybe now some people will enjoy Peacock more than before.
Exactly. Now the Peacock people who are like, oh yeah, we watch these shows, whatever. Oh, now we get wrestling. Now,
Yeah, they could be like, oh yeah, I could watch a vintage Monday Night Raw. I think that's really what it's all about. Well, It makes sense. It makes sense for Peacock for sure. For WWE, I don't know. This is them saying we're waving the white flag.
Yeah, that's done basically like putting responsibility on somebody else.
Yeah.
They don't gotta worry about servers or
Exactly.
or crashes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
all the
yeah.
technical
Yeah.
stuff. They're still gonna make their shows and stuff. From what I heard, they're still gonna be doing like the little podcasts and all their little shows. But this just means that they don't gotta worry about the additional technical stuff,
Yeah.
which ultimately is they're saving a headache and money. I would say. I think that we'll see. Let's see how this goes. This is big news though for streaming though. Peacock adding WWE. Guys, comment down below. Stunna, Brian, thank you for being a part of the little podcast discussion. If you guys like wrestling, reaction, unboxings, live gaming, all that good stuff on here right now, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.